Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is the day that we restart my YouTube channel, and hopefully going forward, I say hopefully, no, we're going to say it positively, we are going to be consistent with YouTube videos and making sure that I'm delivering the content that you guys want. So obviously over the past kind of like year or so, I've been trying to keep up with TikTok, keep up with my Instagram, keep up with my YouTube, and it just basically wasn't working. I couldn't do everything at once. So I basically had to make a decision. I had to make a decision if I was going to do YouTube or was I going to focus on my Instagram and focus on my TikTok. And I obviously made the decision to focus on my YouTube and my TikTok. No, my Instagram and my TikTok, and obviously YouTube had to take a back seat. Obviously this year 2021 I have made the transition, so I am a full-time content creator now, so that means I've got loads of time to make sure that I'm hitting my YouTube channel, making sure that I'm delivering loads of good content there, but then also being able to spend enough time on my TikTok and my Instagram as well, which is really exciting. So I put a little bit of like a it's like a little question box basically on my Instagram the other day, just to give me some ideas as to what kind of content that you would want to see on here, and lo and behold, I got loads of different requests. So obviously my YouTube channel is going to consist of obviously makeup, which is what I'm known for on my TikTok, on my Instagram. Not only that, I'm going to be looking to do more like day-to-day vlogs. At the moment there's nothing to really vlog about, but I will be kind of doing little vlogs as well. And then obviously in the meantime, other than that, I'm going to make sure that I am creating content that's really relevant for right now, and answering any questions that I'm frequently getting on my Instagram as well. So if you do have any requests of content that you do want to see from me, don't forget to comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So we're going to kickstart my YouTube channel today with a question that I get all the time. Like, I could literally, if I had £1 for every single time someone asked me this, I'd be very, very rich. But the number one thing that I get asked all the time is, what is my skincare routine? Don't know what just happened to my voice there. What is my skincare routine? So we are going to be looking at what my skincare routine looks like, which products I use, and basically giving you the lowdown of how I maintain my skin. So first things first to note is that I have never actually had any kind of major issues with my skin. So I've never had acne or anything like that. So I just want to get a little bit of a disclaimer out there. I'm not the be all and end all and like the oracle of what works for good skin. I would say quite a lot of my skin characteristics are genetic. So in terms of I've always had a bit of more of like a clearer complexion. I've never really suffered with like acne or anything like that, but that doesn't mean to say that I don't break out. I do break out. I break out around time of the month. Sometimes I just randomly break out. Normally it'll be just like 1 or 2 spots, but when they do come, sometimes they are really big. I tend to have like breakouts across my cheeks here, and then I do get a lot of blocked pores across my chin and also blackheads on my nose as well. I do get like little blackheads across here too, but I always just make sure that I'm extracting them, and that's mainly how I keep my skin healthy, and they are my main skin issues that do reoccur. Now, my skin concerns, however, so things that I see on my skin that I really want to combat. So I love to use anything that's like plumping and hydrating. I do get quite a dehydrated skin. I do get like an oily T-zone. Now, funny enough, I know that obviously oil plays a huge part if you're in like areas that have high pollution. I live in London, and post like 2020, like the first lockdown, I would say I had a really oily T-zone. Now I feel like that has kind of started to subside now, which makes sense because I'm not always outside in the polluted air. I'm not always on the underground, which I used to travel every single day for work. So I feel like the control of oil, well, the oil itself has started to subside a little bit, and the dehydration just still remains. Now I think that my skin is dehydrated for a couple of reasons, probably because I don't drink enough water, and I really do try to drink a lot, but I still don't drink enough, I don't personally think, and I think my skin type in general is quite dry. So in terms of the skin all over my body, like I need to make sure like I'm moisturizing like a lot. I do suffer from eczema in certain areas. It comes and it goes. I tend to get like eczema on my hands, or kind of like on my arms and things like that. I haven't had it in a while, but I have suffered from that in the past as well. So in terms of all of that kind of stuff, I do need to make sure like I'm putting a lot of moisture onto my skin, and if I don't moisturize my face, I do start to get like dry flaky patches. So that is a little bit of the lowdown of my skin. They are the skin concerns I have. I do try to use products that have anti-aging properties in it because I'm anti-aging. I don't want to get to that point and then try and use a product after, because I generally don't think that skincare can reverse the effects of aging in such a dramatic way as if you just use things that can prevent it. And so that is my skin in a nutshell. So let's talk you through some of my favorite products. So we're going to first start off with daytime. So daytime for me is quite basic. Like I don't really do too much in the daytime because I like to use like acids and things at night. So I'll kind of talk you through what I use at the moment, and bear in mind my skin routine and products that I use changes all the time. I'm frequently sent loads of stuff, so that means that I try loads of things. So I'm going to kind of give you like the things that I go back to every single time and things that I've been using recently that I really like too. Let's start off with cleansing first. So my first thing that I like to use is my Lumi Spa. So this is a cleansing device. It has a button, it literally switches on and the head rotates itself. It stays on I think for 4 minutes, because you can do 4 sections of the face and you get a minute, or maybe it's 30 seconds, I can't remember. But it has a set timer so you know when to stop using it, and you're meant to break it down to 4 sections of the face. So you're meant to kind of do the chin, the cheeks and then the forehead as separate areas, and it tells you when to move to the next area by giving like a little like vibrating type movement when it's time to move on. So this is really nice. The head actually like disattaches, so you can like clean it and everything, and you can get replacement heads for these as well. So with the Lumi Spa, I definitely recommend it. It's really good for like cleaning out the skin. It's meant to shrink pore size, and also it helps to work on anti-aging as well, because it helps to boost collagen, because it is almost like a facial massage when you use it. It's a little bit different as well to other cleansing devices because it's not abrasive, and the head itself is a silicone head, so it doesn't actually like damage the skin when using it, which some cleansing devices can actually do. Next is my cleanser. So I use this cleanser, this is the Ula Henriksen Truth Juice cleanser, and I've been using this for probably over a year, well I say on and off. Like I've used probably about 3 of them over the course of a year. I've used other cleansers in the meantime, but this has been like a real nice savior for me. This just does everything. It just takes off all your makeup, it takes off long wearing makeup. There's a really quick like double cleanse almost. You don't have to go with another one after. However, I do like a balm cleanser as well, but I wouldn't use a balm cleanser in the morning, so I'm going to tell you about my favorite balm cleanser when we get to the evening portion of the video. Okay, so we've cleansed the skin, and I imagine I've just got out of the shower, because I usually do that in the shower in the morning, and then I kind of dry the rest of my body. And before I get to creaming my face and doing my skincare, I always like cream my body first, because I really hate that feeling of being really dry. It makes my skin crawl, it's awful. So what I tend to do is, by this point my face is probably not even that damp anymore, so I tend to want to go in with something before I even put my my next product on, which will be my serum, but I'll tell you about it in a sec. So I normally go in with a facial mist. I have this one by Glow Recipe, which is the one I've been using. This is the watermelon ultrafine face mist, and I just put this on my skin just to re-dampen it, because if you didn't know, I'm going to tell you, if you put skincare onto damp skin, so if you put your serum onto damp skin, it has a little bit better absorption rate. So yeah, I like just to go in with this first. So I spritz this all over. It's got a really nice spritz pump on it. It's like nice and fine. And I just literally go in, spray that all over my face, and I just give that a couple of seconds just to sink in, and it just kind of rehydrates my face. So I start off with this first. So then, depending on how my skin is at that precise moment, will determine as to what I use next. So if my skin is breaking out, I'm having a bit of a breakout, and I really want to make sure like I'm working on the skin texture of my skin, I'm going to go in with this. Now this is a Skin Proud Detox Tonic. This is a daily AHA exfoliator, so this just helps remove any dirt and debris from the skin, helps to keep the skin looking really soft and really supple, but also helps with any breakouts as well. So I would use this, but if my I've got pretty good skin at the time. I try not to use too many AHAs and acids and BHAs and all that kind of stuff. So then I will just go in with my serum. So the serum I've been recently using is the new Wishful Skin Thirst Trap Juice, which is this one right here. So this is a pretty new one. I haven't been using it for long. I've probably been using it for about 2 weeks, I would say, and I am obsessed with this. So this is a it's got 3 types of hyaluronic acid, and it's also got peptides in there as well, and I think it just helps just to hydrate my skin like immensely. Like, I need a lot of hydration, and this just does it for me, and I haven't actually found a serum that does that. I've got a few hyaluronic acid serums and I don't necessarily think they give enough hydration, whereas I feel with this I definitely get that. So I've been loving this recently, and actually for Wishful Skin, this doesn't actually have too much of a scent. And I'm not really a fan of too much fragrance in skincare. I don't mind it. I don't mind a little bit of a experience when I'm putting my skincare on, but I don't want to be overpowered by fragrance. And you don't get that from this particular product in Wishful either. So I'm happy with that. Next, I go with the Fenty Skin Hydra Visor, and this is an SPF. So at the moment, I don't actually use another moisturizer. This is the only one I use. However, when I did have a full pot of my favourite moisturizer, which I'll tell you about in a second, I was using this first and then going in with my SPF after. SPFs are really good for obviously sun protection, protecting against like sun damage and like environmental damage and things like that. But sometimes I feel like they don't have enough hydration, and that's why I like to go in with a separate moisturizer. But a little tip, your SPF always needs to go last in your routine. So to quickly backtrack a little bit, this is my favourite moisturizer. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. It's got 24 hours of daily lightweight hydration. It's completely empty, so I need to get a new pot, but this is one of my empties, and I'm obsessed with this. It's really nice. It has no scent in it whatsoever. The texture's really light, but you feel like you're getting like real good hydration to the skin, and it just helps your skin to feel really nice and soft and supple, and also it sits really well under makeup too. Okay, so that is everything for my day routine. Some of them I switch in, switch out, but that is like the core of the routine I use for my daytime routine. So let's move on to my night routine. So it's the evening time and we need to take our makeup off. So I first love to go in with the Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. Now this one again is completely finished. I literally have none of this left. I'm literally obsessed with it, and this is just really nice as like a pre-cleanse, just to use it in like a double cleanse action with the Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. It has like a, I don't know how you would even say it, but it's got like a tea tree-ish, eucalyptus-y kind of smell. It smells like a spa, which I really like, and it just works really well for just removing any long wear makeup, any kind of like waterproof makeup as well. And it's really good if you've got a little bit more of a dry, dehydrated skin, just because it helps to just leave it feel really comfortable and non-stripping before you move on to your next step. Then we go in with the Truth Juice Daily Cleanser as that second part of the cleanse, and obviously just to make sure we're sweeping away any excess product. And then we move on to treatment or onto serum. So once a week I have been using the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial, and I'm on my second week of using this. It has 25% AHA and 2% BHA, and it's meant to like really resurface the skin. Now I've used this twice, obviously in the space of 2 weeks, and the first application I put on, instantly as soon as I removed it, I could feel a visible difference in texture, but also a visible difference just by looking in the mirror. And not only that, it wasn't just that day or the morning after, it was literally like throughout the rest of the week. So I couldn't wait to basically put this on my face again. So I put this back on I think about 2 days ago now, and again I'm obsessed with the results. I definitely feel like you can see a difference, and the thing that really excited me about this is that I actually had someone DM me on my Instagram, because I put this on my Insta story, and they said they were on their 4th week and they have incredible results from this. It doesn't have a scent either, which is really nice, and it's meant to be used once a week because it is quite strong. So just keep that in mind. So if it was the time of week where I would use my treatment, I would then go with my treatment. If it wasn't, then I would go straight in for my serum. So for serum, you don't want to overcompensate in terms of how much acid you're using. I'm already using the Baby Skin Facial once per week, and it is quite strong. So I have the Alpha H Liquid Gold Midnight Reboost Serum, and this has got glycolic acid in it. So I use this around 2 to 3 times a week because I don't want to overuse acid on my skin. I don't want to damage it or anything like that. And then in between that, I go back in with my first Track Juice, which I already told you about, for my daytime routine. To finish off my routine, if I have just done my treatment with the Baby Facial by Drunk Elephant, I then go in with a marula oil or an oil just to help soothe the skin, and that's the directions that Drunk Elephant give you when using the Baby Facial. My favourite oil is this one from a brand called Like It On Top Skin. This is a stain oil, and it has avocado, argan oil, almond oil, rosehip oil, rose petals, vitamin E and mandarin oil all in one, and I literally swear by this. This is my second little bottle of this, and it's just incredible. This is also nearly finished as well, so highly recommend using an oil. If it is a day that I'm not doing a treatment, then what I tend to do is from my serums I go straight in with a moisturizer, and then I finish off by putting an oil on top. My favorite moisturizers at the moment is the Fenty Skin Instant Reset Moisturizer, which is a gel moisturizer, which I do favor. Or I like to go in with this overnight black tea mask, and if I go with this and I haven't put my moisturizer on, I would put my oil and then I would go on with the fresh black tea mask as well, just to finish off. So there you have it. That is my skin routine. It is a little bit overwhelming. As I said, I use multiple products at different times depending on what my skin's like and depending on obviously what I feel like my skin needs at the time. I interchange products because I'm so lucky that I get to try so many different products. So as and when my routine updates, I will let you guys know, and I will definitely be doing an update video. So that's all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment below, DM me, whatever you want to do. If you've got some questions, just ask them and I'll try and answer them as best I can. As I said, I'm not a professional in terms of on every single skin type, but I do know what works for my skin, and I can recommend products that I've already used. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There is more still to come, so don't worry, I've got you. My YouTube will be coming as consistent as possible, and I shall see you next time. Bye guys.